Guys, so this is the third video of the beginner series, and in this video I will be continuing with my previous application that I was making. This is the add function that I created, the add addition mini calculator kind of thing. And today in this session I'm going to continue with this, and I will explain you how to use different arrangements, especially table arrangement, to align your components and make them more organized. I will also try to incorporate how to add images to the buttons so that you don't have simple buttons with text like this. You can also have some colorful and graphical buttons for your application, right? So let's get started. So now if you remember, last video I made two text boxes, yeah, txt val1, txt val2. There's a label here for answer and the button obviously to add. So how did it work? If you remember, if the user adds a value here, let's say 10 and 15, and you click on add, then this label will display the answer as 25. Now this is not arranged very nicely, so I'm going to use table arrangement for this. How do you get arrangement? You have to go in layout. If you remember, I have used horizontal layout before, horizontal arrangement, so in my very first video, so you can have a look at that if you haven't seen it yet. Now you go to layout, and of course there are these 5 different arrangements. For now, since I have multiple text boxes and labels and buttons, so I'm going to use the table arrangement. I will just drag and drop it like any other component, and it also depends on how many columns or rows you want for your table. Columns are vertical sections and rows are horizontal sections. You can also rename your table arrangement. For now, I don't really feel like renaming it because I'm not going to use it in any code, this particular table arrangement. This is just for display my text boxes and labels and buttons properly. So what I want to do is, I want 2 boxes, text boxes, to go side by side, and then I want the answer to come in one side and my buttons on the other. So for now I'm just going to go with, or let's say both the text boxes and the final answer are all in the same row. So I want 3 columns and 2 rows for now. Later on you can change, okay? So 3 columns, 2 rows, automatic height and width. And what I need to do next is simply drag and drop. If you see, when I try to drag and drop, this thing highlights, see, 3 columns, yeah? So in the first column I want this text box, in the second column I want this text box, there, and my label in the third column, there. Now I feel that we should not make the height automatic, the width automatic. We'll keep it fill parent, because if it is automatic I'm not able to see it, right? Let me remove all the components quickly, and just because all my components are suddenly, I can't see my components here. Okay, my label is here. Text box. Now I'll tell you why this happened. Because I made my width of my table arrangement automatic. Now I'm going to do fill parent, or you can also go for 100%. Basically it will take the width of your screen, right? And I want my text boxes to go here. Wait a minute. Let me make my text box slightly smaller. Let's say 100 pixels. okay. Yeah, this looks better. And this also 100 pixels there. And my label also 100 pixels, just to make sure everything is uniform. There. Now I will try to drag and drop this. And my label. Oh, wait a minute, I by mistake added. One second. Let's go back to the table arrangement. Yeah, I want this in the first column, this in the second column, and my label in the third column. There you go. That's how I want it, right? And now you can see all the three aligned. I want this add button here, and I can add more buttons now under this. So I'll show you how to add multiplication. So I'll just add a button. I'm going to call it as multiply, so BTN multiply. And I don't want this text. In fact, I don't want to type any text. As I said, I'm going to explain you today how to make your own graphical buttons. So there are different ways. I'm just going to show you two ways right now. One is, let's find multiplication button, colorful button, okay? Yeah, so just let's pick something which you feel you will like. Yeah, I want transparent background. So let's say, let me try if this is, no, this, you see checkered here. I don't want checkered in my background, because if checkered stays, that means it is not transparent. Let me try this. Or should I just go ahead with any button right now, and you can just find whatever button you like, right? Let's say, oh, this is so cute, let's use this. So you have to save image on your system. I'm just going to call it as multiply, and then save it in downloads, save. You see, and then you simply go here and click on the button, go to the properties, and instead of text you add image. Right now there is no image uploaded, so you upload the file, go to downloads, multiply, open, okay. Now obviously the file size is too big, like the file was too big. So what we can do is, see, that's why I was saying take transparent one, but it's okay for now. You get the idea. You take the transparent button. For now, I'm just going to change the height and the width to 30 pixels. Width also, I want 30 pixels. There. Yeah, if you don't like it, we can also make the width as 25 pixels. There you go. So this is the way you can also add pictures to your buttons rather than typing basic text. And now, of course, the choice of picture is more important. There is another way. You can do just button makers online. Yeah, I think this one. This is quick. Yeah. So divide, choose your font and font color and the button color, give effects, like literally whatever you want, right? You can make it look 3D by adding shadows. It's cool if you make your own buttons like this. And then once you are happy with this, just download the picture and there you go. Now let's go and use this in our application. So I'm just going to add one last button here and I'm going to call it as BTN divide. There. Now let's decorate it. So remove the text, make the height and the width. I'll do that later. For now, upload file, choose file, button divide, the button which I just made. Okay. There. See, this looks much better than using this. You can add gradient background, you can make it look 3D and so much more. For now, let's just do this. There you go. There. Yeah. And code remains the same. You can go to your blocks and what do we want to do? When button multiplication is clicked, so when button multiply is clicked, do what? We want to multiply two values. So where do we take multiplication from? Math. So math multiplication. Which values do we want to multiply? Both the text box's value. So go to the text box, get value. The light greens ones are for get and the dark greens ones are for set. We want to get the value of text box 1. Remember, not background color. We want the value, so text, and same thing for this. There you go with the text. Same thing, literally what we did for addition. Now since we want to put this in the same label, the answer will be displayed in the same label answer. We are going to just go to LBL answer, set, put it here, dot text, drag it here, there you go, and it will work. So this is how your addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, literally you can think of any other thing. Like if you want to make your own cos, sine, theta, if you start thinking logically, you can make your fancy whatever kind of calculator you want using these kind of simple math functions with text boxes and labels and buttons. Yeah, I hope you understood how to use table arrangement. I hope you understood the importance of creating table arrangement and using it smartly for displaying your components. And there you go. So when you will play this on your emulator, and if you click on BTN multiply, the values that you add here and here will be multiplied and you will be able to see the answer in the label over here. I hope you got this. I will see you in the next video and I will try my best to incorporate as many other components as I can. Thank you for watching.